Good afternoon and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
Happy Thursday. We've got such an awesome show on the way. We'll be visiting a local store with global treats and cozy vibes. We'll also get the details about an upcoming show at a local nonprofit theater in New Bern. Plus, we'll find out how you can get a fantastic deal when you dine at this incredible ENC restaurant. That's all on the way soon, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
What does make today special?
Well, today is National Snail Day.
Okay, I like snails are cool. Snails are cool.
It's almost like a ha moment, like really?
Yeah.
But
yeah, like,
it
oh,
is.
okay, snails.
It is, yeah, because we don't really, think about snails
No.
in our day-to-day, but they actually have a significant impact on our day-to-day lives.
Oh.
So today is about, giving snails the opportunity, us the opportunity to appreciate snails.
Yeah.
And there's actually a lot of benefits that they provide, and I'm gonna list some nutritional benefits and, benefits to our ecosystem.
Yeah, because escargot is snails, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So nutritional values are that they are a source of protein, they're low fat, and a good source of vitamins and minerals, as well as antioxidants.
Oh, okay.
So a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then for the ecosystem, they are decomposers, they're a food source, and they are calcium cycling. So
Because snails eat a lot of waste.
Yeah,
like
they do.
Rotten leaves, twigs, all that.
Yeah.
So they eat the waste so that it doesn't, sit around and kind of ruin everything around it.
Exactly, yeah. And so they're pretty important, and they're known to be one of the earliest animals to roam the earth.
Oh,
Earliest.
wow.
Yes, so fossil discoveries have been used to date primitive gastropods back to the late Cambrian period.
Okay.
And this evidence means that snails have been around for about 500 million years.
Oh.
Which is a very, very, very long time.
My goodness.
Earliest animal.
That's so cool.
Right? Didn't know all that about snails.
Yeah,
It's really
holy cow.
fascinating. And they're so little too.
I know, they're so little, they're so slow. I didn't think they did that much.
They do a whole lot. The more you know.
That's really neat.
So if you see a snail today, I don't know, in your day,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, happy holiday to you. It's National Snail Day.
But do you know what snails might not be very good at?
What?
Climbing Mount Everest.
Oh no, that would take them
It would
a very
take
long
them
time.
so long.
Yeah.
Which sucks because today is also Mount Everest Day.
Ooh, I love them.
Yeah.
Mount Everest is cool.
Yeah, it is. So Mount Everest Day is celebrated on May 29th to commemorate Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary's successful ascent of Everest in 1953, which was the first time anyone had reached the summit of Mount Everest.
Not that long ago.
No. I mean, they didn't really have the gear to do it.
Exactly.
Because you usually need oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
And there wasn't really a way to carry that much oxygen up a mountain.
We
until
weren't
then.
advanced, until later.
Yeah. And who had the time, honestly?
Right. That's a lot of time commitment.
Exactly. So Mount Everest is named after Sir George Everest, who was the predecessor to the British Surveyor General at the time that Mount Everest was kind of found and named.
Okay.
But the Tibetan name of Everest is Chomolungma, which means Goddess Mother of the World. And the Nepali name is Sagarmatha, which means Goddess of the Sky.
Wow.
So they have their own names for Mount Everest. And actually, May to September are the best times to climb Mount Everest, in case you were interested.
Yeah.
Because the weather is a little bit nicer.
Yep.
And there have been over 4,000 climbers who have summited Everest since 1953.
Okay.
The youngest was an American named Jordan Romero, who was 13 years old.
That's wild.
When he reached the peak. And then the oldest was Yuichiro Miura, who was 80 years old when he reached the peak of it. And when he did that, he broke his own record that he set 5 years earlier at the age of 75. Wow. So
That's amazing.
13 to 80 years old, people all throughout that have climbed Mount
Incredible.
Everest. But yeah, I never
realized that.
I never went to climb Mount Everest.
I
but
have no
props to
desire,
them.
but I applaud them. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's get into our ENC event. Get ready for Caribbean vibes at the Dazzling Dancers' 3rd Caribbean Carnival Pageant Parade in New Bern. It'll be this Saturday from 11 to 5 p.m. There will be educational learning on the culture, music, vendors, cultural food tastings, and a bounce house, as well as face painting. To learn more, visit the Caribbean Carnival Pageant Facebook page or contact the Dazzling Dancers.
Awesome!
Yeah.
Wow!
Coming up after the break, we're going global. Learn about a place in Greenville that has wine and candy from all over the world. You won't want to miss it. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia. Today we are at Aji, right here in Greenville, to experience wine and candy from all over the world. Let's go check it out. So we are here with Mickey, the owner of Aji in Greenville. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here today.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Yeah, so tell us about Aji.
So I am half Japanese, and Japan is huge on snack culture. I've been a stay-at-home mom for quite a while, and I've always wondered to myself, what am I going to do when I grow up? And I've looked at vans as they drove by. That's an idea, that's an idea. And one day I was reading an article about the candy industry. I thought to myself, well, bringing candy to the folks of Greenville, making people happy, but not only candy, but candy from around the world. And what's special about that is their flavors and unique things that people aren't going to be able to find everywhere. They're free of artificial things like, the red dye that we're hearing about so much, corn syrup, artificial preservatives, those types of things. It's just a better, healthier alternative to the candies that we have, around us every day. You may have gone into the grocery store and seen your options of, let's say, potato chips growing. It used to be just the plain potato chips with salt, and then it was salt and pepper, and then now you're coming across lots of different experiences in flavor and a lot of interesting international flavors, and I think the same thing is going with candy. You have lots of exploration to do with regards to taste. We've grown into providing wine also from around the world especially, but we also carry wines from here in the United States. Lots of places in the world carry fabulous wines, and I wanted to be able to share that with everybody also. Aji means taste in Japanese, and so that's kind of
my next question.
Yes, this all started. We've grown to be able to provide the folks here in Greenville music events also, which has been really fun for us to be able to allow some great musicians to use our space to be able to showcase their craft.
Amazing, that's incredible. So when are you all open? What are your hours?
We're closed on Mondays. Every other day we open at 11, and we don't close until 8 during the week and 10 o'clock on the weekends.
So awesome. So is there anything I can try to taste here?
Yes, I would love for you to try. We've got these amazing Swedish truffles, and this brand made Oprah's 2024 list of her favorite things. For those of you that know what that is, it's her annual list that comes out. These are the most decadent, delicious truffles you'll ever have, I think.
What are they called?
The brand is Dream of Truffles.
Awesome. Okay, so I just...
Yes, go ahead and pop it in.
Whole thing?
Sure.
That's really good.
I hate to have your mouth full. These are decadent. These are sort of, she's chewing, but they will melt in your mouth like a glorious truffle should.
That's really amazing. It's very decadent. It's melting in my mouth. Wow. Thank you so much, Mickey. Where can people find out more?
Sweet Aji is our website. Drop in, visit us, and we also have an events page on our website. So if you are interested in a night out or a wine tasting, take a look at that events page and see what we've got to offer you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us again.
Thank you.
So we learned some awesome things about Aji in Greenville. You guys should definitely come and check it out and get your hands on that truffle I tried. Stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle. It's time for Quick Draw, where we draw something random in 30 seconds or less, and today I'm gonna be drawing.
And you're gonna draw a snail.
Okay.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty.
Figured why not?
Why
It's snail day.
It is snail day.
Appreciate the snails.
Let's appreciate them because, we don't talk about them much really. You don't hear about them
I know.
a lot.
I used to know a lot about snails. For some reason. That was like a hyperfixation at one point. But
Really?
now I forget half the facts I knew. but
Yeah.
no. Oh my gosh, we have 5 seconds left. So this is
Okay, I
way
think
too
I'm
late.
pretty
2,
done.
1.
Look pretty simple.
I was gonna say you should try to draw Gary the snail from SpongeBob.
I was
That
thinking
would've been
about
so
him.
funny.
I was thinking about Gary.
Look at your little guy. He's got a slime trail behind him.
He does.
Of course.
And I really was excited to
Big
draw that
swirly
spiral.
shell. Yeah.
They're so, yeah.
I
mean,
love it.
there he is.
I'm Kaylee Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so kick off your flip-flops and stay tuned to hear more about this upcoming must-see show. Welcome back to Eastern Lifestyle. I am once again here at the Bern Civic Theatre with Executive Director Michael Tahaney and Director of this new show, Tyler Griffin. So tell me, where are we?
So we're not really sure. We've escaped
Exactly.
we're far away, and that's what I tried to do is make us feel like, well, we know we're in a beach somewhere, but
But we do know we're in Margaritaville, right?
Exactly.
we are.
Yes, we are.
And it's
So
an escape, so.
tell me a little bit about Margaritaville, which is the show that you guys have coming up.
So it's a jukebox musical. It's using all of Jimmy Buffett's music, and it's using some of his characters that he used to write in some of his novels, and then have the tourist that comes and steals his heart. And it's the story about them and their journey through navigating, living in the islands of Volcano, and someone craving a lot of cheeseburgers.
Would one of you like to explain what a jukebox musical is to someone who may not be familiar?
Yeah, a jukebox musical sort of got the term from taking music that's already been written by, it can be a specific artist, or it can be even be a number of artists, maybe from an era or something like that. But in this particular case, they took all of Jimmy Buffett's probably it's a lot of his greatest hit. The writers pulled together all these songs, and then they cull a script or story around that tries to kind of marry the music songs together in a way that we get a story. The storyline is just going to help the audience access the music in a different way. And of course, in this situation, it's sung by different voices. There's female lead voices on it, which we're not used to because we're kind of always hear Jimmy's voice there. And there's choral, like sort of versions of the songs.
Like a new twist on something you're familiar with.
There you go.
Exactly.
As a director, what has gone into taking this music that everyone's familiar with and giving it a new life and kind of telling a story with it?
We know the hardest part is one, like I have a cast of about 17 people, and I would say 3/4 of them are like hardcore parrot heads. So we've known this music forever, and you have these slight tweaks that happen with the lyrics, and you go, hang on, that's not it, hang on, what is in that script again? But it's so cool being able to take something that, I personally love, and I know a lot of people love, and bringing it into something that, again, is not what you would normally think of with his music, but when you watch it, you go, oh, that makes sense.
Why should people come and see Margaritaville?
Go.
We have a flying cheeseburger.
What?
We have a human-sized flying cheeseburger that may or may not fly over the stage in the audience.
And I guarantee you will never see that on any
Ever.
stage in
Only
many
here.
miles from here, if
Only
ever at all.
here.
A giant flying cheeseburger.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sold already. I don't know how you can improve on that.
No, I think what's fun is that although we're hitting the spring here now, and we're starting to get real weather that feels great. I think it's just one of those kind of shows that you come in, you're gonna know the music. It's a little crazy. It's a little raunchy too. Fair game for your audience that they know this stuff. It's an adult good time. I would not probably bring my little kids. I think it's just gonna be a great time to gather. And if you appreciate even this era, if you're not even a big, huge Jimmy Buffett fan, like per se, I think, again, you do know the music. It's gonna kind of come back to you. The gist I always get from Jimmy is it's just, life is fun, relax, chill, license to chill. Just take it easy.
Don't we all need a little bit?
Don't we all need a little bit?
Exactly.
And you can get it for a ticket price and come on down here and escape for a couple of hours.
Speaking of tickets, how can people get tickets to see the show?
Well, newberncivictheater.org is the best way to get them. You can come here to the box office. You can call us as well, but I think, and that information is on that website. So if you feel like you need a help or something and you want to call in, you can do that.
Well, thank you both for telling me everything about Margaritaville. I'm looking forward to this.
It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank
For
you guys
sure.
so
Awesome.
much.
absolutely. Cheers.
Yes.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that cat litter can stop your car from condensating? Just fill a sock with cat litter, tie it off, and place it on your dashboard. The litter is supposed to absorb moisture and prevent car condensation.
You know, I think you just need to keep cat litter in your car at all times.
Literally.
Because also when the roads get icy, cat litter helps with traction. You put them behind the wheels that you're trying to get out of the ice, and it kind of gives them a little something to grip to get out.
Well, that's amazing. I wouldn't know
And
all
also-
of that because I don't have a cat.
I don't either.
But you love cats.
I do love cats. So you just put it in like on the dashboard, and it keeps the condensation from building up on like your
That's
windshield.
cool.
That's
Awesome.
neat.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'd never heard of that before, but it makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
just put it on your dashboard and you don't have to worry about it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cat litter and cars. Who knew?
Who knew? I sure didn't. All right, so now it is time for us to get into trivia. So, 'tis the season. What popular Christmas song was recorded on this day in 1942? Was it A, the Christmas song, B, White Christmas, C, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, or D, Blue Christmas? We'll have the answer right after the break. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. If you guessed B, White Christmas, you're correct. On May 29th, 1942, Bing Crosby recorded White Christmas after performing it live on Christmas of 1941. The song was released in October of 1942, immediately shooting to the top of the charts and is still the best-selling single of all time.
The following segment is sponsored by Bella Green Latin Sports Bar and Grill.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Bella Green in Greenville. You guys make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast. So we are here with Jay, the owner of Bella Green in Greenville. Jay, thank you for having us today.
Thank you guys for being here.
Of course. So this food looks absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Let's start out with this one right here.
So there we have our fantastic pork bellies.
Okay.
Again, it's kind of taken on the Eastern North Carolina vibes, being from Dominican Republic, pork bellies. Pork is huge in this area. And of course, what is a restaurant, a Latin restaurant, Latin bar without guacs, right? So it's a combination of the two. It's phenomenal.
Awesome. Now what do we have here?
So we got some skewers, as we call in Latin America. These are pinchos. It's something that we do every weekend. We got some ribeyes that we cut up, put it in skewers. We put some chimichurri sauce on top of it, and we did the same thing with the shrimp.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Now what about these wings over there?
Well, those are wings. We tell everybody, there's a going joke. We've done some ads and some stuff, some advertisement telling people that Dominican's chickens got wings as well. And it's true. So we have honoring the bar theme, and we do some buffalo wings.
Awesome.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
look great.
Thank you.
Now what do we have there?
We have some seafood that we deep fried because we are in Eastern North Carolina. You got calamari, you got shrimp, you got some grouper, and it's phenomenal. They're really good.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Now we have the ceviche.
Ceviche, yes. So again, Eastern North Carolina, yellowfin tuna from our coast. We chop them up, peppers, a lot of pickled onions, cilantro, some plantains, some fried plantains on the side. It's just delicious.
Now what's right here?
So there we have our cazuela de marisco, which is our take on what you would know here in Eastern North Carolina as a seafood stew. It is phenomenal. Again, going back to the roots, we're from the Caribbean, Dominican Republic. We live in the coastal side of our country, and just to make sure we showcase some of the great seafood we have in Eastern North Carolina.
Awesome.
Yep. I think that community comes together through eating great food,
Yeah.
great music, and a sprinkle of alcohol is what we say. So
Yes, that's awesome.
Sure.
And I know you all have different theme nights throughout the
Yep.
week. Can you tell us about that?
yeah, so Mondays we have open mic. They do really well. We do Wednesday night, we have Comedy Zone. We brought Comedy Zone back to Greenville, thanks to Joe and the people that used to do it back in the late 80s at the Attic. So we have kind of the same vibe happening here. We had a great week last week. Then Thursday we have salsa lessons with Heidi and Procopio. They do it at Peachtree, which is another great venue here in town. And on Friday nights, and we have live bands, live music every Friday night, every Wednesday night, and then Latin night is on Saturday night, and It's always a party.
Wow, it sounds like it.
Always a party.
Awesome. And you also have a lunch buffet.
We have a lunch buffet.
Yes, tell us about that.
Oh my God,
That's
that
exciting.
that is probably the most exciting part of our business right now.
Okay.
For our lunch goers, what we decided to do is to put all this stuff into a buffet line.
Yeah.
$12.99. You can't beat it.
That's a great price.
As much as you want to eat, and of course you get all the flavors and all the love from our staff, and we're just excited to be able to do it.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Jay.
Sure.
I'm excited to dig in.
Thank you. You got a lot to eat.
I do.
Thank you.
And you guys, make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast.
They will. Thank you.
The previous segment was sponsored by Bella Green Latin Sports Bar and Grill.
It's time for This or That, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer going to the zoo or the amusement park?
I think amusement park.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Because like zoos are fun because I love learning and I always learn something new. There's only so long that you can walk around and look at animals.
It's like you're ready to go
yeah,
at a
but
certain
like
point.
an amusement park.
I could stay there for the whole day.
Yeah.
There's so much to see and do.
Yeah, that
And eat.
I could stay there for more than a whole day.
If
Like
you could
just-
spend the night, you would, right?
Uh-huh.
I sure would.
Imagine riding like a roller coaster at night.
I'd spend a night on a roller coaster.
That would be sick.
Thank you so much for being with us today. And remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle. We'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by Aji, Bern Civic Theatre, and Bella Green.